Hi, Kevin Henry, the managing editor of Dental Economics, here today in Chicago at the Chicago Midwinter Meeting, talking with my friend Godfrey Ngai, who is the director and CEO of Modern Dental Lab in Shenzhen, China. And I had the opportunity to visit MDL in October, and we published the article that was our cover story in the January issue of Dental Economics, and I thought it would be good to follow up with him today and just kind of expand a little bit more about what we talked about in the January issue. And thanks for your time, I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Will you talk a little bit about quality? That's one thing that you and I talk so much about in China, and I think it'd be good for our viewers to really understand your definition of quality.
Yeah. When people talk about quality of a dental appliance, most often we are thinking about aesthetics, okay, function, okay, whether it fits or not, occlusion, contact points, tooth morphology, and so on and so forth. But to me, more than that, we should also think about safety. Safety to the patients. That's why we are running this ISO 13485 quality management system, which is specific to the manufacturing of medical devices. What does that mean? We want to make sure that all the materials are safe by choosing materials that carries CE mark with the proper biocompatibility certifications, ADA certified or ADA approved, that kind of thing. We want to make sure the materials are safe from the start. And then when we buy these raw materials, we will keep a record, the invoices for the anticipated lifespan of the appliances. Say in our case, we want to keep it for 6 years. So whenever in doubt, you can always find out whether we have actually bought these materials. And then when we make the appliances, we have a record on what type of materials have we used, including the batch number. In that case, if something happened, for example, a manufacturer informed us that a batch of materials got contaminated, we can immediately find out where has these materials gone, and we can recall the patients and do some remedy work. So if we don't have this system in place, you can never do it. So that's what I've talked about. Safety.
You know, a few minutes ago before we went on camera, you talked a little bit about what was important for dentists to look at whenever they chose a lab. And would you kind of just recap a little bit what you and I just talked about?
Of course, I think when a dentist chooses a lab, he chooses a lab that could meet his requirements, his expectation, rather than the country of origin. Because I'm quite sure no matter where you go, which country that you're talking about, there is always good dental laboratories, and there are also lots of bad ones. So choose a laboratory, not to choose a country of origin.
And the last question I'd like to ask you, what do you see from your vantage point the next 5 to 10 years in the lab industry? Where do you see things going?
I believe CAD/CAM and digital dentistry will become more and more popular. And for us, we invest quite a lot also in this area, and we follow the trend closely, making sure that we can offer whatever the dentist needs.
I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.